And welcome back, guys, to our potentially last game of the WPF. I know it's been a short ride, but an intensive one, as you saw in last week's battle. So today we are playing against cbmarcus, and to be honest, his team is super terrifying. Like Palafin, Larando with Sheer Force, and Terra Gambit is just an overwhelming combo for our team. Like, it's literally nothing to call that. Like, his team is super scary and super bulky to boot, and he can even potentially cheese us with this slow Rogalar and its quick draw, quick law combo. And yeah, overall his team is just super bulky and can potentially revenge kill our whole team with its massive priority moves like Jet Punch, Sucker Punch, and E-Speed from D-Knight. Also, his only hazard removal is Talonflame, which he probably should actually bring, and maybe even try to burn our Urshifu if we go for a Searching Strikes to potentially, yeah, just burn us and cripple us, and so we don't actually do as much damage. And yeah, so I'm actually predicting Terra Fairy on this King Gambit, because our team really struggles with fairy types, and yeah, it basically would hit everything neutral on our squad with that and Terra Blast and stuff. So yeah, let's look over what we are bringing today. So we are actually loading up a Choice Band Roaring Moon, because this thing is just like super strong versus his entire team. We aren't actually Spectrapped to the Sneasel Hisui, because I think he shouldn't actually bring that, because we have just great answers overall to it. And yeah, everything else is faster, so we can just go Adamant, Choice Band, and probably kill something with this bad boy, especially the Dragonite, if he doesn't expect the Scale Shot, which could be a huge kill early on potentially. Also, we can potentially kill the Mew in one, which would be amazing, because nothing on our squad really wants to handle Mew that good, especially if we don't know its full moveset. Second, we have the Urshifu Rapid Strike here with Searching Strikes, Close Combat, Ice Punch, and Trailblaze. Trailblaze just so we can get the speed boost and outspeed his entire team. Searching Strikes, Close Combat, basically not many Pokemon resist the step combinations. And yeah, I think Ice Punch just rounds out this set perfectly. And yeah, I don't think I can say more to that. Also, we have a Landorus Therian with the Assault Vest max special defense. And yeah, the thing has to take on his Landorus Eye, or at least it tries to, because Psychic can still do a decent chunk with 21 to 26%. But if he isn't actually Nasty Plot, he shouldn't be able to 2-hit Chaos in any way, shape, or form. And we might also take it out before it can actually set up a Rock Polish plus a Nasty Plot, which could be very scary for our squad. Then we have a Terra Bug, Skelidurge, and yeah, this thing is made so it actually outspeeds max speed Adamant King Gambit, so it can burn it if he actually sets up, and maybe wants to Sucker Punch our team. Also, Terra Bug is actually also very useful for the Landorus Eye if he wants to Earth Power us. Also, we get hit neutral by a lot of mons, and don't actually suffer any consequences from other Terra types like Fairy, so we get hit by the Hariyama's Heavy Slam or something like that. And yeah, just our step combination in form of Dodge Song and Shadow Ball basically hits his entire team for neutral damage, which is great. And yeah, rest in defense, so we can actually live hits. Then we have Gothitelle, with Psychic, Foul Play, Focus Blast, and Trick. This thing is mainly there to potentially cripple that Mew if it tries to set up more Calm Minds on us. And yeah, Foul Play is just to hit basically everything for good. Some great damage, especially the Palafin, because that thing has its huge attacks of 160. And the Dragon Knight. So yeah, that's the Gothitelle, and our last one will be a Poison Heal Bloom with Toxic Orb and just purely defensive, so we can try and take on the Palafin, because that thing is just so scary on its own. And he could potentially just even beat us with something like Taunt Book Up, which he might bring, but I think he doesn't have any room for Taunt, because he has to probably bring the Ice Punch or a Zen Headbutt for Breloom and the Urshifu, so it can actually hit us for some damage, because Drain Punch and Jet Punch don't really do that much to us. Also, we can potentially take on some Choice Locked variants of it, like Wave Crash from Choice Band can still 2-hit KO us, but with Poison Heal it actually doesn't. And like, I was very unsure about its item, because we could have potentially toxicked ourselves with the Mew Synchronize. So potentially Rocky Helmet would have been an option on it, or Leftover, so we can get even more recovery. But honestly, I don't have the balls for that. So I don't try that, especially if he potentially doesn't bring Mew. So yeah, this thing is mainly just there for support. And yeah, that's our team for this week, and I'll see you when the battle starts. And there we go. So he did bring Mew, which is very interesting. He got the Balafin, he got the Landorus Eye. Okay, he brought Electrode, which is very interesting. Maybe it could be a Subseed set or something like that. Dragon Knight and his King Gambit, which is probably his scariest threat on this team, because it can just terrestrialize into everything. So how do we want to lead? Like, we could actually lead with Breloom, because we actually take every hit from the Electrode. Yeah, honestly, I think it's actually our best play. Or we could also lead with Roaring Moon, and probably just U-turn if he wants to lead with Electrode, but he could also Thunder Wave on the squad to get our speed lowered. But I think Breloom is actually our lead of choice right here, because I don't think he'll lead with the Talonflame. He might also lead with the Palafin, which we could just freely toxic, because nothing on our team actually appreciates the toxic at all. Also, Electro doesn't really do that much to us. This is probably going to be a more okay, he leads with the Landorus. Interesting. So, like, he could predict us to be Focus Sash, which could definitely be a thing, and switch out into the Talonflame, but I think just going Landorus is our best play. Yeah, because he also could just go for a Psychic, which would hurt a lot. Or if he would do a really ballsy play, he could also do just set up potentially, which would be very scary. Let's see. Okay, we just see the Psychic. That is absolutely nothing. And I think we can just go for a Rock Tomb and potentially just U-turn out afterwards. Yeah, let's just go for a nice little Rock Tomb. Yeah, like, damn, that was absolutely negative damage. What the fuck? I don't think this is Life Orb, actually. Style Frog. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, this isn't... Holy moly, that is like super defensively. Like, this is actually... Yeah, this is no Life Orb at all. And he's probably not even invested, which is perfect. So I think we can just go for a Stone Edge right now and probably get some huge damage onto it. Awesome. Great damage, great damage. Okay, that was a crit. Probably didn't matter. But I think we can just go for another Stone Edge. Like, no one on his team actually appreciates this. At all. Okay, we miss. That's okay. As long we can take this down, I think we are fine. So yeah, just go for another Stone Edge. Please connect Landorus. That would be amazing. Awesome. Let's go. Okay. We crit him in return. Okay. Landorus is dead, which is perfect. Because now we have like a Mon to sack in the back. Also we have like a halfway decent check to the Electrode. Yeah. So, okay, he just goes Palafin. So he just might go just for a Flip Turn or an Ice Punch even. But I think we could go out into you. Or does he even kill us is the question. Palafin. Okay, okay, Flip Turn actually kills us if he's choice band. But we could also try and go into our Urshifu, but I think we just go out into our Breloom, because this is just our dedicated answer to it. Even if he Ice Punches, that's perfectly fine. Also in Headbutt, like, he shouldn't do that much. Okay, let's see how much damage he does. Flip Turn, okay. That did around 29. That should have been 29. So that isn't choice band. And that's not adamant. Okay. So it's probably... Yeah, so he's probably not damage boosting item on its water steps. Okay, that's good to know. Maybe he's expert band, that could be a thing. But he could... Okay. Is that the Talonflame? It is, okay. But that's okay. We get our Toxic Orb activated. And we could protect once and get a little bit of recovery back, which I think is just fine, because he shouldn't be SD with us having the Skelly Dirge. Does it? Just going for a protect is fine right now. Okay. U-turns. Okay. He might do that again. Okay, so, but I think we can just go into our Skelly and probably tank a hit very easily. He might go Palafin afterwards, but I think that's fine. Also, he might decide to Brave Bird. Okay, he does. That's okay. That did 4. No, it did 8. So I don't think that's actually invested, right? The U-turn to our Skelly Dodge. Yeah, that's like not invested at all. Okay, so we could, like, he could try and go for a taunt, but we could also just Terra and burn this, because if we can get a burn on this one, like, it would be very, very great. He could also go for a flip turn again, which would be very annoying. But we could also try and go Landorus and get him an attack drop, and then maybe force a choice scarf on him with the Gottadraftemall. So I think going Landorus is actually our better play right now, because he could also just predict the Bloom with a Sand Headbutt and we scout for that. Plus he could also just flip turn and get us trapped in a little vortex. Okay, I think the Palavan just gets its kill, right? Okay, we just flip turns, okay. That's okay, so we can get a little bit of momentum going for us with the sack. Okay. If he goes Talonflame, we could go Gottadraftemall and maybe trigger a choice scarf. So this thing actually doesn't really do that much anymore to our Breloom, and we can safely scout for its move choice. Unfortunately, we couldn't bring Staff Rocks. Again, that's the King Gambit, okay. So, we could go into Schnappy and just Will-O-Wisp once. But he might also be the Terra, he might also be the Terra, what's it called, Fire. So we could also go into Shifu and just Trailblaze, because I don't think he's gonna stay in, right? Or just go, we could also just go for a Rapids, for a Surging Strikes, because nothing on his team really wants to switch into that. Not even the Dragon Knight. Like, we probably would kill with Ice Punch afterwards. So I think going Urshifu is fine right now. And if he decides to Terra, then we know it's Terra typing. So I think that's fine to go Urshifu right now. And yeah, I think we can just go for a Surging Strikes. Because he's probably gonna Terra into another typing. Okay. What's he gonna terrestrialize into? Please be fire, that would be amazing. Is that grass? That looks like grass. Okay. Okay, he's Terra Grass. That's very interesting. Okay. Okay, didn't actually expect that. Okay. Is he gonna Terra Blast us? He's gonna Terra Blast us. Okay, okay. But that's good to know, because we can probably... Okay, that kills. Damn. Ah, did that crit matter? Might have. But I think that's okay. Because, like, he doesn't really... I don't think he can touch our Breloom. I don't actually think that he can touch our Breloom and we can Toxic someone. Okay. Okay. Huh. I also don't think he can touch this, but he could also switch into his Talonflame potentially. Huh. I think we can just go Breloom and go for a Toxic right now. Because he should never be able to knock us out with anything. And he could also try and switch into his Talonflame, which would be fine. We can get off a big Toxic on that. Okay, he's Terra Grass. Probably for Spore as well. Definitely good prep on his end. Good thing we can just crunch our way in late game. through his entire team, potentially with Roaring Moon. But yeah. Okay. Lets himself get toxic, that's perfect. Okay. He's just gonna Iron Head. Doesn't really do that much. And we get our Poison Heal back. We could go for another Toxic predicting his Talonflame switch. He could also try and Protect for a little bit more Poison Heal damage. Or he could even go for a Leech Seed predicting his Talonflame, which would also be very fire, I think. But I think the overall safest play is probably just going for a Protect, right? So we are a little bit more healthy if he decides to stay in, that is. Yeah, I think just going for a Protect is fine. Okay. We can probably just Protect again. Crop, that is the Electro. Okay. And if he's not taunt, I think we can Toxic him too. So, I mean, he should still be scared of a fighting move, right? Or is it too obvious that we have Leech Seeds on our last slot? I don't think so, right? I think we can just go for a Toxic. Okay, he has taunt. Okay, that is good to know. Taunt. Good to know that. But now we could switch out into a Gottadraftemall because we don't get too KO'd, right? Electrode. Where are you? There. Okay, he could just go Modest versus our team. Does it 2 KO us? The Gottadraftemall. I mean, he could 2 KOs potentially. So we could also just go out into our Roaring Moon, because I don't think he's gonna try and go for a Thunder Wave. I don't think so, actually. He might go for a substitute or a Volt Switch. Rain Dance? Okay. Okay, what is he cooking? Probably, I think that's probably gonna be a Hurricane Dragonite if he sends out Rain Dance like that. And I think we can just go for a Scale Shot and maybe outspeed something on his team. Or he could actually go for a Boom right now. He could also Boom with Explosion. That would also be bad. Do we get chipped on by this, or do we predict that and go into our Skeledirge? That's actually very scary. Especially the Palafin Under Rain is super scary. What do we do? He could easily go for a Boom right now. And honestly, I think he's just gonna Boom right now. So he could also go for a I think we can just for a U-turn. Okay, he Chloroblast. Okay, that didn't really do that much. And I think we can just take it out. Okay, he didn't Boom in the way I thought. But Roaring Moon got a kill right now. And yeah, who do we send into now? Like, we could go Gottadraftemall. Can we KO the King Gambit with foul play? Is that a thing? Okay, it isn't yet. Okay, so going that would be not really appreciated. We could go into you and maybe drop a Will-O-Wisp on someone or try and Torch Song. But that lets in the Palafin. But we also could potentially Will-O-Wisp that if we can terrestrialize. Huh. I think that's actually our play. Like, he could also go the Palafin and like he could wave crash us and do some massive damage. Like, he easily could, but he probably can versus our entire team now. And this basically doesn't let Dragon Knight in if he's physical. Okay, so he probably has Damp Rock as its item. Okay, get the Rain Dance. Never expected that, to be honest. Some Rain Dance support. That's actually crazy. Yeah, maybe he could go into his King Gambit, expecting to live everything. Okay, that's just a Palafin. Honestly, I think we have to try and Will-O-Wisp this, because otherwise this thing could potentially break our entire team. He might be Lumberry on this, but I think we are okay. Maybe going Terra Water would have been probably better now, in hindsight. Flip turn. Okay. God damn, that did a lot. Fuck. And that was not a wave crash. God damn it. Guess that is... Okay, unfortunate. But I think we have to slack off right now, because we will live everything from this. Okay. Yeah, we should live this. Okay, we don't live this. Okay, I think it's especially offensive then. And I think we lose now, actually. I think we actually lose now, right? Because I don't actually think we can win from this position, even if we can get a scale shot up. Do we try though? Is there... Oh, we could potentially still win with Breloom if we can break this Talonflame stuff. So we could actually go U2 and just force a Psychic onto it. Or a Trick. Or Psychic to break his... all this. Like, I think we might even have to kill this with our Roaring Moon and then potentially go for a Breloom endgame. Yeah, I think we have to do this. And we just could crunch 2 to not get a defense drop, but I don't actually think we take it out in one right. Just Skeletorch, like, what's that? Oh, like, he could not. He might have also not been. Okay, so we actually didn't live this from Talonflame, so I think Roaring Moon is good to go, and we can just... I think we can just scale shot, so we actually don't let the Dragon Knight set up. So I think we just have to go for this scale shot, probably. Hurricanes. Okay, that shouldn't knock us out, right? That knocks us out? Okay. That's actually crazy, holy shit. Okay, we should have gone Gothitelle then. Okay, he's not defensive at all. Yeah, that's damage boosting item even. God damn. I think that's like something like Sharpbeak. But yeah, we have to just Psychic this then. And hopefully to it KO this. But I think the Dragon Knight also has the... God damn it, stop doing so much damage, Talonflame. Please be faster, Gothitelle. Okay. He isn't. Okay, then we just lose. Right? Wait, does the rain stop? Maybe? Does the rain stop? Maybe after a protect? So we just protect and hope he misses. So we have to hope he misses basically every hopefully he misses basically every hurricane when it matters. So we have a chance to win even. Yeah, I think we have to go for a toxic and then protect. Otherwise we don't win. Okay. Who does he switch into? Again. Okay. Is that okay? I think that's still okay. Like we could just protect and get a little bit more chip on this, then seed bomb and protect again. Iron heads. So yeah, I think we just have to go for seed bomb, get a little bit of damage off onto it. That was absolutely negative damage. Yeah, but like could try and go for a double toxic, but I think he just sacks this right now. Or not. Or he doesn't. Well, we have to hope he misses basically every single one to actually still have a chance somehow. Flamethrower, but I think this kills, right? It kills, okay. Big GG's to cbmarcus, like, this matchup was horrendous. It was absolutely horrendous. His entire team destroyed ours. Like, we had no switching into the Palavan at all. Like, this, yeah, even the Talonflame, it basically, killed our entire team. And also the King Gambit with the Terra type, which he definitely brought. Very smart, bring the Terra Grass, and yeah, big GG's to him. I think we're out of playoffs now, even though one of our closest playoffs contender also lost this week, so we should have won that. And yeah, I'll see you in the PBA, I guess, when we are going into that playoffs matches. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.